Love it, hate it, or hate to love it. Social media has been dominating the marketing world for years, and today is no different. Hey there, and welcome to the Ultimate Hangout, where I dish out all of my juicy secrets of the social media world, growing your online presence like a pro. I'm Brandy, your go-to girl in the digital universe, and I am beyond excited to have you join me for some serious fun as we explore the wonders of social media together. And for the past 5 years, I've been on a mission to uncover the tricks of the trade that not only work for me, but also help my clients shine in this digital world. So what's on the agenda? Well, pretty much everything. From sharing tips on crafting killer content to demystifying those tricky algorithms, whether you're a seasoned pro or just dipping your toes into the digital pool. This podcast is your safe space to ask questions, share ideas, and learn alongside a supportive community. Grab that cup of coffee, cozy up, and let's get ready. Let's Be Social isn't just a podcast. It's a celebration of creativity, connection, and the world of online communication. Here's to learning, laughing, and leveling up together. This is your Let's Be Social podcast. So here we are again, the end of another year. And if you've been here with me before, you know this drill. We're about to enter that season where everyone starts talking about New Year's resolutions, fresh starts, and new year, new me energy. And listen, I get it. There's something about January 1st that makes us all feel like we can conquer the world, right? But here's the truth. I don't love the term New Year's resolutions. And here's why. We've all sat down, maybe with a cute journal and a fancy pen that we've just bought, and we've written out these big, bold resolutions. We're going to post every single day. We're going to finally start that podcast. We're going to grow our email list to 10,000 subscribers. We're going to be on TikTok and on Instagram, LinkedIn, and on YouTube. All of it. All at once. And then life happens. February rolls around and those resolutions, they're gathering dust. We feel guilty. We feel like we failed. And then we just give up entirely until January when we all do it all over again. So this year, I want to do something different. Instead of resolutions, which, let's be real, carry a lot of pressure and guilt, I want to talk about social media intentions. Because intentions are purposeful. They're flexible. They're about the direction you're moving in, not about perfection. And honestly, that's exactly the energy we need when it comes to growing our business on social media. So before we get into the how, we need to start with the where. And I mean that literally. Where do you want to be next year at this time? Like, close your eyes for a second. Okay, maybe don't actually close them if you're driving or walking or something, but really visualize it. You're looking back on this year. What happened? What does your business look like? How many clients did you work with? What does your social media presence feel like? Are you showing up consistently? Do you have a community that engages with your content? Do you launch that thing that you've been thinking about forever? This is the question that changes everything, because when you know where you want to go, you can reverse engineer the steps to get there. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So for me, when I ask myself this question, I see Rise Up community thriving. I see entrepreneurs supporting each other, showing up consistently, and actually enjoying social media instead of dreading it. I see my podcast growing, reaching more people who need to hear that they don't have to burn out to succeed online. That's my intention. So what's yours? All right. So you've got your vision. You know where you want to be. Now let's talk about the daily actions that are going to get you there. And before you panic, thinking I'm going to tell you to post 5 times a day on every platform, relax. That is not what I am all about. I'm not about that life, and you shouldn't be either. Your daily social media intentions should be simple and sustainable. And honestly, they should take you 30 minutes or less because you're running a business. You're not managing your social media 24/7. That's what people like me are for. Here's what I recommend. Engage for 10 to 15 minutes every single day. That's it. not posting, not creating, just engaging. Go into your DMs and actually respond to people. Comment on 5 to 10 posts from your ideal clients or people in your industry. Send a voice message to someone who engaged with your content. This is where the magic happens because social media isn't called social for nothing. It's about connection, not just content. And then create a content batching routine that works for you. Maybe that's 30 minutes every morning where you write one caption. Maybe it's taking 15 minutes to film a quick reel. The key is consistency and not perfection. You don't need to spend 4 hours creating the most viral content every day. You need to show up in a way that feels doable. Now let's zoom out to your weekly intentions. This is where the strategy comes in. Every week, I want you to dedicate time to 3 things. 1, content planning. Block out 1 to 2 hours. I do mine on Sundays, but pick whatever day works for you. And map out your content for the week. What are you going to post? What stories are you going to share? What value are you providing? This doesn't mean you have to create everything in that moment, but having a plan means you're not scrambling every single day. 2, analyze reviews. Spend 20 to 30 minutes looking at what's working and what's not. Which posts got more engagement? What did people DM you about? What topics are your audience actually interested in? Your analytics are giving you a roadmap. Use them. And I know, analytics can feel overwhelming, but you don't need to understand every single metric. Just pay attention to engagement and saves. Those tell you enough about what resonates. 3, community building. This is the secret sauce that nobody talks about enough. Every week, do something that builds genuine connection. Maybe you go live and answer questions. Maybe you create a post that sparks conversation. Maybe you reach out to 3 people that start real conversations. Community over followers, always, because at the end of the day, 100 engaged followers who love what you do will serve your business better than 10,000 who scroll past without a second thought. Okay, monthly intentions. This is your big picture time. Once a month. I like to do this on the first of the month. But again, pick what works for you. You're going to access and adjust. First, review your goals. Remember that vision we talked about at the beginning? Check in with it. Are you on track? Do you need to adjust anything? Did something unexpected happen that changed your direction? That's okay. Intentions are flexible, and remember that. Second, plan your content themes. What's happening next month? Are there holidays you want to acknowledge? Industry trends that you want to jump on? Launches that you're planning? Map it out. And third, try something new. This is important. Every month, experiment with something. Maybe it's a new content format. Maybe it's posting at a different time. Maybe it's finally starting that email list that you've been thinking about. Growth happens when we're willing to step outside our comfort zone just a little bit. And here's something I don't think enough people talk about. Give yourself permission to quit things that aren't working. I talk about this a lot on my podcast. If you've been trying to make YouTube happen for 6 months and you dread it every single week, maybe that's not your platform right now. And that's okay. You're focused on your energy, where you're getting results, where it feels good. That's sustainability. Here's the thing I really want you to hear today. Scaling your business on social media isn't about doing all the things. It's about doing the right things consistently. You don't need to be on every platform. You don't even need to post 3 times a day. You don't need to have the fanciest graphics or the most viral reels. What you need is to show up authentically, provide value, and build real connections with real people. And some days, you're going to nail it. You're going to post that piece of content that gets amazing engagement and leads to sales or clients. And some days, you're going to feel like you shouted into the void of nobody cares. Both of these days are part of the process. The entrepreneurs who succeed on social media are not the ones who never have off days. They're the ones who keep showing up anyway. They're the ones who remember their intentions and come back to them over and over again. So let's recap your social media intentions for 2026. Daily engagement for 10 to 15 minutes. Create content in small, sustainable chunks. Weekly, plan your content. Review your analytics. Build community. Monthly, review your goals. Plan your themes. Try something new. And remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. You're building something sustainable here. You're creating a business that serves you, not one that burns you out. 1 year from now, when you look back, you're going to be so grateful that you started today, that you set your intentions instead of impossible resolutions, that you chose consistency over perfection, and that you showed up even when it was hard. And speaking of showing up consistently and having support along the way, everything we talked about today resonates with you, but you're thinking, okay, Brandy, but I need help actually implementing this. I've got you. Inside the Rise Up Lounge membership, we work on all of these intentions together. You're not figuring this out alone. You get access to all of my courses that walk you through content strategy, engagement tactics, and sustainable growth. You get templates that make planning your content so much easier. You get articles and resources for everything that you need going into 2026 to grow your business online. But more than that, you get a community of entrepreneurs who are right there with you, showing up, supporting each other, and choosing community over followers every single day, because that's what Rise Up is all about. Growing together, not grinding alone. If you want to learn more about the Rise Up Lounge and how it can support your social media intentions this year, head to the link in the show notes. I'd love to have you join us. All right, that's what I've got for you today. I hope this episode gave you a fresh perspective on how to approach 2026 and your social media strategy. Remember, intentions over resolutions, consistency over perfection, progress over perfection. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you loved this episode, I'd be so grateful if you'd leave a review or share it with another entrepreneur who needs to hear this message. Until next time, keep showing up, keep being authentic, and let's keep being social. Okay, everyone, give yourselves a huge pat on the back for being part of another fantastic episode of Let's Be Social. Time sure flies when you're having fun diving into the world of social media together. If you want more, make sure to head over to my Facebook group where I continue this conversation, I share insights, and we support each other on our social media journeys. You'll find all the details in this episode in my show notes at successonsocialmarketing.com, so be sure to check them out. Remember, learning doesn't have to stop here. Keep exploring, keep experimenting, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the digital world. And if you ever need a helping hand or some extra inspiration, you know where to find me.